Off you go.
Okay, welcome everybody. So I believe that let me launch this pool first because I see quite a lot of unfamiliar face today.
Faces or
Please,
names?
yeah, names. So okay, welcome to today's webinar. So as people are showing in, please help me fill up this pool as I like to know like how many people are first timer joining this webinar. So let me tell you more about what we do. We do daily webinar where Jin will walk you through the thoughts of ideas of the specific currency. So on Monday, we'll be talk about Aussie and Kiwi, Tuesday on Euro, Wednesday on Pound, Thursday on Gold and Yen, and Friday on CAD and Oil. So let me paste this in. Okay, I see there's three first new timer here. So today is Monday. June will be speaking about Aussie and Kiwi. This webinar is going to be very beneficial to all the long-term investor and short-term traders. So during this session, June will walk you through the move of the price, the trade ideas, and highlighting the potential targets and risks. So very importantly, I'd like to say this disclaimer. Any information shared during this session is not intended to be trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion of the views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. So I'm Kenneth here. I've known Jin for a couple of years now. First as a student, then after that I slowly become a coach and now a business partner with Jin. So Jin runs LCMS traders and forex briefcase. So as a trading coach and also a multi-dollar trader, million-dollar trader. So what this means that yeah, most of you like have been invited to some of the his stage, like seen him on the stage globally, or in fact some of you might have like seen him presenting or some of the course have attended his course previously. So before let me run another poll. Okay. Okay, I'd like to know. Before we start, I'd like to hear like where did you heard from us and join this from? So at least we'll at least know uh where the people are coming from at. So we have a few meetup group, a lot of Telegram channel, and a lot of traders club member. Yeah, that's a very exciting group to be in. So I'll pass over to Jin now to start off with today's analysis of Aussie and Kiwi.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for that, Kenneth. Hello, everyone. Give me a big wave if you are present. Some of you are present. All right. The rest are still hidden. All right. One thumbs up from Tommy, a couple from Malik. All right. So I hope you had a good weekend. Did you have a good weekend? Yes. Okay. I had a terrible weekend. So I'm happy it's Monday. Happy it's Monday. It's back to a trading day doing what I love, which is to trade and to look at the currency markets. You know, that's why weekends are terrible for me. We are live on Facebook in the Forex Trading Asia group. So if you are not already in Forex Trading Asia group, join, go search Forex Trading Asia, join that group. If you are already, you know, go there, click share onto your timeline for me on this video so that we can share the good stuff around. It's free. So share the good stuff, get more people involved, get them trading, building a income for themselves. All right. So let's get started. Today we are talking about, as Kenneth said, Aussie dollar and Kiwi. Aussie dollar and Kiwi. I know you can see my charts, so I'm not going to say give me a thumbs up if you can see my charts. But before I get started in Aussie dollar and Kiwi, let's do a quick recap on, hang on, just saw that flashing. All right, so let's do a quick recap on the what we spoke about last week. Why I want to do that is because I've got exciting things to share with you. US CAD, well, not so exciting. Oil, gold. I was highlighting throughout the week that if it breaks above 1730, We could see 1850, we could see 1900. It has broken 1730. That straddle, I feel, is in play right now. We could, if you had that trade there, you could be looking at a 270 stop with a possibly, more than 700 over, or a lot more in take profits. So you should be in the money of 120 right now. All right, so I hope that's a trade that you got into. That would be longer term trade, looking at it on the daily time frame. And then also the other one I wanted to highlight, well, another two more I want to highlight was pound yen. We were saying that at that point it could come lower. It retested that resistance before coming lower. So you could be looking at about a good 80 something pips profit there based on at the time when we spoke. And then the next one was euro pound. Euro pound, we talked about massively, excessively, compulsively in the traders club, right? So Derek's laughing because I've just gone off my nuts talking about excessively, right? So we talked about it breaking above 0.8815. It has to break strongly above that. It closed. It tried for 2 days, 3 days, and it went right up. So if you had that straddle in play, that would have been, about a 50 pip stop with now 110 in profit. So if you had your buy orders there, your 50 pip stop loss, your 100, your even bigger profits, you'll be 110 in profit right now. If you have that trade running, I would advise, okay, this is not an advice, this is do your own analysis and all that kind of stuff, but I would say move your move your stop loss not to break even. Don't move it to break even. That's not a good move. Move it to maybe plus 50. So in the worst case, at least you have 50 pips in profit. You have 110 now. You can put it to 50. You got half the profit secured, and then possibly let it try and run further up. I do think that it might come back down a little bit before going up. So, you might even want to consider closing this trade with 110 profit as well. All right. So those were the big trades that we talked about last week, and it's been in play for quite a long time. Euro pound has been sitting there, broke above that straddle. Gold broke above the straddle as well, possibly heading towards 1850. And then pound yen broke lower. So those are big trades that I was watching. I personally got into as well. Those of you who are on the managed accounts will probably today or tomorrow see some positivity, optimism in your account. So look forward to that. Settlement is in 2 days, so we're looking at good profits coming through. Okay, so a lot of good stuff happening from last week's waiting and planning and trading. What we're looking at this week. This week in the Aussie, let me just move this aside for now. All right, so this week in the Aussie, on a daily time frame, Aussie has really been sitting in quite a tight range of, let me just get that, sitting in that range of between 0.6570 to 0.6415. It's sitting in there, it's trying to break higher, break lower. It's testing that level of 0.6475. Is it going to go higher or is it going to go lower? In my view, the downside is more likely to happen in the Aussie. So more likely a downside in Aussie. I feel that it's testing that resistance. Now a resistance of 6475, and then possibly turning back down from there. There has been talk about, the impacts of the virus being more evident coming through in the data, in the economic data. We could see more unemployment. We could see as China starts putting in more restrictions with trade with Australia, as we see more news coming through about lower rates and possibly more QE we could see the Aussie dollar coming lower. So that's the medium to longer term time frame on the H4. It does look like it's really squeezing in that range right now. A little bit of upside. I do think that it's going to test this line quite well before coming back down. However, I don't think that it is something that could happen today or possibly even tomorrow. I think it's a bit of a medium-term trade. So no real activity today or tomorrow. I feel that it might sit there for a while before slowly moving lower. All right, I'll tell you why when we look at the triggers later. Let's go through the charts first. New Zealand US dollar was doing quite well. If I can zoom in a little bit here, we said that it could from here come down. There's a little bit of a brown line there. Come down, test that support of 0.6048, and if it does break, it could go lower. It did break. It did go lower by about, from that point to here is about almost 100 pips. So it did go lower, but then right now it seems like it's going to do the same thing as Aussie. It's probably going to go back up a little bit, retest that resistance area, retest the resistance zone before possibly turning back down again. So, I think that we could see that move up a bit before coming back down, right? That's again on the medium and longer term time frame. If I looked at it on the H4, we can see that based on the price action, there is a little bit of an upside coming. However, I don't think that it's going to go all the way. So I do think that it could go up a little bit because New Zealand is one of the few countries who have released in terms of their lockdown, released quite substantially in terms of their lockdown from the virus. So we could see a little bit of positivity coming through. However, in the overall scheme of things, they have been hit. There will still be job losses. GDP will be reduced. And we will probably see US dollar still being strengthened in relative terms to all the other currency pairs. So I still think that we could see the slight upward move before the overall downward move back down. All right, so any questions so far at this point? I see the chat blinking away. Daniel's with the summary. All right, Visho has the outlook of gold. There's a very little reason to sell gold. Oh yeah, of course, there's very little reason to sell gold. We see a lot more upside to that. All right, so looking at this, we kind of get a feeling of not much movements, but a little bit up with an overall downside for Aussie and Kiwi. We need to look at what the triggers are possibly going to happen, what's going to move them. All right. Oh, I was just talking to Robbie about this, right? So we do a trading competition here, right? With Sam Trader FX. It's a traders challenge. We're on season 19 already. So LCMS traders, our clients, all of you who want to join this competition, current first place is 7,045% return. Robbie is there with 1,004 at 11% return. We've got Franco at 262 with 15% return. Top prize, first place is $2,000 cash prize. You do need a live account to start. You do need to close all your trades by the end of the month. Have no floating losses to be the top winner, right? So keep trading well, keep accumulating your profits, and then we can see, if you want to join, the links will be there for you to join this competition as well. But I digress. Let me get back to the news on what could move Aussie slightly higher and then back down again. Today, not much news. It's going to be not much fun today. I think that it could come to even a bit of a profit-taking day. That's why we see some small bounce upwards for the Aussie. So, as it's been dropping, people might start taking profits. We might see it bounce back up a little bit. So not much news happening today. Tomorrow we have monetary policy meeting minutes. So that's something to pay attention to as we find out more about what drove their decision in terms of the Reserve Bank of Australia, where they held rates, and then their plans in terms of QE into the future. All right, Powell is testifying on Tuesday night. Well, I do testify with Treasury Secretary on the virus aid, relief, and economic. So because of that, I think that what the rhetoric is going to be is that, you know, all the help is required. They even have been talked about printing $3 trillion, pumping it into the economy as a stimulus. So we could see more stimulus into the US economy. That's possibly going to weaken the US dollar a little bit, but we could see economic activity go up. So that's going to be quite interesting to see what Powell says. Nothing much on Wednesday. A lot of pound news though, so that will be interesting to talk about the pound on Wednesday. Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Lowe speaking, probably not going to do that much at the 10:30 talk on Thursday. Pound news again, US manufacturing PMI. Powell speaking at 2:30 a.m. That might move a bit. And then on Friday, we have a lot of Euro news and pound news. So what I see this week coming up is that not many real economic triggers for Aussie or Kiwi, apart from the monetary policy meeting minutes coming up. Not many real triggers for the US either, you know, apart from how they're going to print about $3 trillion for stimulus. So that's a news developing that could impact the US dollar in the overall scheme of things. But pay more attention to the pound. We've got employment numbers coming through. We've got CPI. We've got PPI numbers coming through. We've got services PMI, manufacturing PMI coming through as well. And we've got the retail sales number coming from the UK. So I feel that this week we might see a lot more UK numbers coming through, which will play a lot into not only the pound US dollar, but play into the euro pound as well. So that's going to be quite interesting in terms of what could happen to the euro pound. And also we've got a lot of euro news. So we could see a lot of news coming through from the euro pound and the euro US as well. So stay tuned. That's euro is tomorrow, euro pound is tomorrow, and pound is on Wednesday. So any questions at this point in time? No, Robbie's shaking his head. Derek has a short swing of his head. No. All right. So the question is, since you don't ask me a question, I'll ask you a question. The question is, what should you be doing in terms of your trades for today, in terms of Aussie and the Kiwi dollar? What should you be doing? Put it in the chat. What should you be doing? Should you be looking to buy, looking to sell, or looking to do nothing? Derek's got it. No trade. Before I said do nothing, he said no trade. Chillax, buy, plan and watch. Plan, watch is do nothing. Good stuff. Good. Well, let Forex briefcase trade. I agree. All right, so retest and then sell. I like that, Harriet. I like that. Good. So, you know, yes, a lot of you have said wait. I do agree with wait, but I would say you need, when you're waiting, you need to know what you're waiting for, you know. So Harriet is spot on. We are waiting for it to retest, looking to sell. All right. So as you wait, you need to know, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting to sell. Let it retest, let it test that resistance again. We said it's going to bounce up, test that resistance, and then look for that sell. That's my plan for the Aussie and the Kiwi over the next couple of days. However, my watch list will probably be the euro pound, pound US dollar and the pound yen. Okay, so do a short intermission. I will tell you more about LCMS Traders Club. So if you are, a few of you are not, I know most of you are already, and if you can, those of you who are, put it in the chat. Tell me how fantastic LCMS Traders Club has been for you. You know, jump onto Facebook, search for LCMS Traders Club. It is a private group, $49 a month or $199 a year. $199 a year makes a lot more sense. It's less than $1 a day. Massively beneficial to your trading. If you're going to take trading seriously, this is what you need to get onto. Why I say so is because, you know, we do our currency call, which is for everyone here. Daniel comes up with a fantastic summary about what happened through the week, because you need to know the economic drivers behind why prices are moving. So all that summary behind why prices are moving, it's all there for the different currency pairs. All right, I share some news items there. Negative rates possibly coming from the Bank of England. So we have people sharing news items, correlation tables. You can ask questions about your trades, right? So Tommy, I know Tommy's on the call right now as well, you know, looking at a sell opportunity for New Zealand yen, why and what he sees and the possible triggers of where to sell towards, right? So I spoke about that. So the recording is there as well. You know, Daniel with the different trade ideas in terms of a double top. I want to kind of share an update at 9 o'clock every day to tell you about whether the trade ideas are still valid. The ones that I share at 11 o'clock in the morning, is it still valid at 9 p.m.? Right? So look at this, updates. You not only get it on a daily basis whenever I see it happening. Gold is about to break, you know, looking to see whether it can get to 1850. And I see a few questions coming through from you guys about the, I think Vishal had a question just then about the signals, signal analysis. You know, you get the signals in the Telegram channel. Fair enough. We send it out to you for free. But in the Traders Club, you get it first, right? So we put it in the Traders Club first, and then you get it in the Telegram channel. So sometimes when you get it in Telegram channel, prices might have moved already. So you get it slightly delayed, so prices might have moved already. That could be one reason why you should join. Second reason why you should join this is not only do you see the signals, you see the analysis behind the signals. Why are we getting into a trade? The reasons, triggers behind every trade, fundamental reasons, trends, support, resistance, indicators, why you want to get into a trade. So not only do you trade, copy a trade and make money, you also learn how to trade, and then also why you want to get out of a trade, the different levels to get out of a trade, at take profits 1, take profits 2, or take profit 3, right? So it's all there. Analysis, daily analysis, take profits level 1, 2, or 3, whether to see a stop loss, when to get out or not, and it's there. So for those of you who are not on Traders Club already, you know, you should most definitely join. Get onto Facebook and join. In terms of what else we can look at to this week, you know, I think that Traders Club, we're going to do an update whenever I see something happening in the Aussie and the Kiwi, because right now it's not really exciting. You know, I'm going to tell you, Aussie is going to sit there at that range. It's not going to be really exciting, with it possibly coming lower later. Kiwi, same thing as Harriet said, is possibly going to go up, test before looking to sell again. Overall sentiment for both currency is weaker, is a weaker currency. However, you're not going to see it move straight line down. You're going to see that fluctuation. So timing that trade is going to be massively important. All right. So I think tomorrow for euro and the day after for pound is going to be a lot more interesting. I do have a lot of ideas developing about that. So I hope you join us for tomorrow's session especially, and the day after especially. Well, join us every day especially. All right. So Kenneth, take it back.
Yeah, thanks, Jin. Really a fantastic session that you have shared on this Aussie and Kiwi. making me like much more clearer of what I plan to do the trades for the week. So as we are coming close to this session, so let me launch the poll. Yep, let me launch this poll and tell me what do you think about this webinar. Okay, it's up. So by the way, recording of this video will be uploaded in the LCMS YouTube channel. So please help me fill up this poll. I hope to have 100% of perfect that y'all will be coming back every day. And I'll see you all tomorrow on the Euro.
Oh wait, by the way, for everyone on Traders Club, I just want to jump in. I forgot I was going to say this as well. For those of you on Traders Club, tonight we do have that weekly call, 9 p.m. So, you know, we'll be sharing. I'll be picking on one person and I'll be doing a bit of a coaching for the one person with in terms of their trading. So, whoever jumps on 5th will be picked on to do coaching. 5th, okay? 5th person to jump on will get coached. And then I spoke a lot about the straddle strategy as well. You know, it played out very nicely for Euro Pound. It played out very nicely for gold. If you haven't already, please go back and watch that video. I don't know whether I can find it quickly for you right now. Let me see. I don't know. Can one of the guys help me find it, please? How do I find it? Videos. Okay. Where is my video? Is it this one?
Trend, downtrend,
no, not
and a
that
crop, right? So these are.
Is it that one?
Come to the weekly webinar.
No. Well, okay.
So
it's in the videos. You know, make sure you get onto the straddle strategy video if you haven't already. It's, you know, we've already seen how it plays out. So make sure you join in and watch that. It's already had 2 opportunities that would have given you more than a couple of 100 pips already, and you know, it's there for you to watch and learn and practice. Alrighty. Yes, Richie, 5th person, just like in the radio contest. We're in the Zoom radio contest right now. So tonight, 5th person gets coaching.
Jin. Yeah, you just go to the page. There's a popular topics.
Can you share it? Can you share it? Yeah,
okay, sure. Yeah. Are you all seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So over here, the weekly popular topics, the weekly live call, and then this is the straddle. This is the straddle call. So for the LCMS Traders Club, you can get the video here, and we will keep populating the topics so that it's easier for everyone to reference. Yep.
That's the guy with the solutions. All right. So make sure you watch the straddle strategy again and again and again if you want to make profits from straddle. And then we will see you tonight at, oh, someone just popped in, so he's just missed the whole thing. Right? Eric, you just joined in. You just missed everything. Oh, he hasn't connected. Thank you all so much. Eric, you just popped in and we're just about to end. So don't worry, this is recorded. Go on to YouTube, search LCMS Traders, and then you can find this video later today. Thank you all for joining. I hope to see all of you in the LCMS Traders Club and also tonight for the weekly live call. Good to see you, Eric. Hope to see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning. Take care now. Trade safe, trade well. See you all tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow. Bye-bye.